So I saw something really interesting that the Instagram account Salty Animators posted. And for those of you who don't know this Instagram account, it basically is an anonymous account that talks about different things happening in the animation industry, and it's usually like bad things. Recently, they posted a table for people to fill out how they're actually leaving the animation industry and what they used to do in the animation industry and what they're doing now, and advice that they would give. And I thought this to be really interesting, and this could be very, very discouraging to a lot of young students trying to get into the animation industry. And seeing this, a bunch of professionals, people who have worked in the animation industry for 10 plus years, actually leaving the animation industry and going and doing other things, to make money. So this is the table right here. It has a different section. It has how many years were you in the animation industry? When did you leave? What was your past role? What is your new role? How did you get this job? Are you happy in your new job? Any advice you would like to share? And there are a lot of different professions here within the animation industry. There are background artists, art directors, modelers, lighting and compositing, animator, more background artists, supervisor, 2D animator, etc. There are a lot of different roles here, and you could go down and there's pretty much every role that's been in the animation industry, and this list is being filled out by the actual people in the animation industry. This is not one person doing a survey. This table is open to people who actually want to fill out this and telling people what they were, why they're leaving, etc. So I just want to read out some here for you guys. So the first one on the list is a senior background painter, and he has been here in the animation industry for 8 years. He left this year and he's now like a paralegal, and he went back to university online. He got certified. And is he happy? He says, some days I miss animation, but other days I don't. This career switch is giving me so much more stability and finances. Any advice you would like to share? Pivot, even if it's just for plan B. Having animation as a hobby or a side hustle is okay. So there are a lot of people here. Let me see the list so far. So the list has gotten to 120 people, and it's continuing to grow. Obviously, I'm not going to read out every single one of these, but it is really interesting to see how bad things are with people who are working in the animation industry. Now, I want to point out something very, very clear. This is not because of AI. The impact to the animation industry because of AI hasn't even begun yet, right? So AI hasn't fully started to cause studios to let go a whole bunch of people yet. This is happening even before AI has reached its prime, which is very, very worrying, right? I think this is strictly because studios are making movies that are not doing well, and they are not making money, and therefore they are not making a surplus of films. So therefore they have to cut back, and they are making less films, or they are making the bare minimum of films, and the amount of people coming into the animation industry is way more than the actual films that are being made. And a big factor here that's also affecting me is that, hey guys, I just want to take a quick second to tell you about my storyboarding mentorships. If you are someone who is pursuing a career in storyboarding for feature animation and you are struggling to achieve your goals, this mentorship program might be right for you. No matter what skill level you are, I will help you become a better storyboard artist so that you could create the sequences that will make your portfolio much more impressive. I've helped past students get into their dream animation schools and their jobs on their first feature film without even having to move to America. If this sounds like something you might be interested in, you can message me on Instagram or LinkedIn, and we can schedule a free consultation call to see which mentorship is right for you. Now back to the video. During COVID, there was a demand for animation because live action productions were shut down, and studios and animation companies were just focusing on making animated films and putting out TV series. Even Disney was thinking of like switching up and making a lot of TV shows and stuff. And now that COVID is gone and things are just going back to normal, the studios are realizing that the streaming industry doesn't bring in as much money in the short term as much as, you know, releasing something theatrically. You have this surplus of artists in the industry, and now these artists are being let go or not being given enough opportunities and stuff. So like you have like this mass exodus of people just leaving the industry. And you know, it's interesting to see that it's a lot of people with like more than 5 years experience in the industry, 10 plus years. You know, like when you're 10 years in the industry, there's a certain lifestyle that you probably have, and now that you can't maintain that lifestyle, you have to go to a different industry to maintain that lifestyle. A lot of people here probably have families, mortgages, multiple kids that they have to take care of, and they are forced to actually leave, right? Now, you'll find that maybe there are less people with like 1 year, 2 year experience because those people haven't developed a lifestyle that requires that, you know, 8 to 10K per month paycheck that they would be getting if they're working at a big studio. So this is very interesting. Now, the reason why I would tell students now just coming up that you shouldn't panic too much because of this. This is really more happening for people who have been in the industry for a long time and have made a lifestyle that is dependent on that 10K a month salary, 15K a month salary, and now that is not consistent anymore, and they can't maintain the lifestyle anymore, and they can't afford to have those periods where they just aren't making money. Now with students, you're already broke, right? So you don't have a lifestyle pretty much to maintain. You could probably still get like a silly job and still pursue animation, or you could just live with your parents or whatever and still pursue animation. But if you probably are a veteran and you have a mortgage, you have to pay for your kids to go to school, you have to take care of your family, you have to do all of these things. I totally understand why you would need to leave the animation industry, because it's not a industry where you are constantly, you know, being put onto another movie and you're guaranteed the salary is gonna come. So it's really interesting to see. And like I said before, this is not even because of AI. This is literally because films are not making as much money as they used to make or need to make in order to maintain all of these people. Like an easy fix for this would probably that studios start making a lot of money with the movies that they're releasing. There's a boom, and then they keep making new original films, and they need people to hire. You know, winning fixes everything. So that's the only way all of these people might come back to the animation industry, is like if all of these studios win at the same time. Disney, DreamWorks, Pixar, like all of them just hit it off at the box office and on streaming. So this is already happening, and we still have to wait and see what AI does to the industry. But I thought I would just talk about this because this is really interesting to see. It's very worrying, also interesting. But yeah, so do what you will with this information, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe.